Hello, what's up guys? It's Big Mosh, and this video goes out to one group in particular. Class of 2024, welcome baby Bruins! Your hard work has finally paid off, and UCLA here you come baby, but man oh man, COVID-19 has done y'all a little bit dirty. You can't visit campus now, there's no Bruin Day. This is tough, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's gonna be okay. At least you have the internet, which was actually invented at UCLA.
This is the birthplace of the internet.
It has a unique odor.
Honestly though, I was a fiend on the interweb before making my college decision. And since you have no choice, you're gonna have to too. This was literally me. I was on YouTube like, oh, UCLA party. Oh, sick dude. UCLA tailgate shit. UCLA vlog. And hey, maybe you're doing the same and you stumble upon this video. You never know. So basically, I asked some of my friends to whip out their camcorders and send some words your way.
What's up, baby Bruins? Congrats on getting into UCLA.
Enjoy! I feel like this is the aspect that a lot of incoming freshmen are just freaking stoked about.
College is all about meeting smart, cool, like-minded people. That should be your top priority.
Seek out spaces and communities that feel good to you.
It's easy to make friends at UCLA. Everyone's friendly.
All kinds of different people I met. My roommates, my floor mates, my classmates. UCLA is just a really great place, and you get to meet a lot of really, really fantastic people.
One really easy way to meet people off the bat, and a big load of them, is joining clubs.
Join clubs. Join a club.
Join every club that you can, even if you know that your schedule won't allow for it. You'll weed out the ones you really don't like.
How many to choose from, you ask? Well, UCLA has 1,000 clubs, and if you click on that link, scroll down to student organizations, you can look through them yourself and see what makes you feel some type of way.
No matter what it is that you want to do or that you're into, I'm sure there's some club on campus for that.
I'm really interested in photography, art, design, architecture, music, and all that fun stuff that you don't get to enjoy within STEM.
I'm pre-med, I get all the pressure to build a resume and stuff, but I would recommend joining a club that takes you out of your normal and reminds you of something that you like.
There will be something for you at UCLA, so if you're nervous coming in, don't be.
Everyone is so involved all over the place, on campus, in their clubs, in the community.
You will find your niche.
Join mentorship because you get to work with children, you get an awesome little mentee, and you get to meet some amazing freaking people.
Love the backpacking club. I love to be outside.
Shameless plug here. Check out UCLA Radio.
I am in UCLA Radio. I'm one of the art and design managers.
Check out CEC.
Campus Events Commission. You get to have a lot of cool opportunities and make cool connections.
Campus
Sports medicine internship program. Awesome program. If you're pre-med and you love sports, it's a no-brainer.
Coolest, easiest one I think you could join is Surfrider. They do like monthly beach cleanups.
You could also join some labs. You could do some work studies.
Everyone's just so passionate about what they do and why they do it.
Find an upperclassman, become friends with them, see what clubs they're in, and if you're interested in them, you have a way in. Just like that. That's the best advice I can give you.
A lot of the clubs are really competitive and they involve application processes and interviews. Not being discouraged is really important. Apply as many times as you need to get in.
There's no limits to what you could do at UCLA.
Another pretty easy way to meet people is through Greek life, and I know it's not for everyone.
I can personally say that I've made some of my best friends, best connections, best memories because I joined Greek life and really could not recommend it more. So even if it doesn't work out, it's worth a shot for sure.
I was in it for 2 years and I met a lot of my closest friends through it.
I started at UCLA right off the bat joining Greek life. That's been a pretty big part of my UCLA experience.
Another super cool way to meet people is through class. And I've literally met some of my closest friends.
Try to make friends in your classes. No one's really too cool for that.
Make group chats with other kids in the class.
Do you remember how I came up to you and I was like, I always see you in class?
Yeah, and we never talked the whole time, and then we saw each other and became like best friends.
I know. Who would have thought that class would have blossomed such a beautiful friendship?
Beautiful, lifelong 3-year friendship.
Everyone's in the same boat.
Everyone is going through the same thing, so don't be afraid to talk to people. They're definitely going through it, so you're not alone.
Just talk to some randos, guys.
Get outside of your bubble. Be social, make friends, holler at me if you need one.
But honestly, the most common and easiest way to meet people freshman year is from living on the hill, which is what we call our dorm and dining region of campus.
Everyone wants to be friends.
Everyone you talk to is just overflowing with love.
My closest friends my freshman year were from my building, Hedrick Hall.
Some of my favorite people on the planet, and we're all really different, whether it's like Greek life or major or personality or background.
One thing that I regret was not being more involved in my floor, so please do that. If your RA is asking you to do anything, just try it out. Try it on for size.
You can also meet people at parties, you know, that's where all the freshmen are at.
Avoid film pits, but like not all the time, just sometimes.
Freshman year was a crazy time. Everyone was wild then.
Black out at Rocco's off of $6 AMFs and become best friends with Ramil. He's a fucking homie. Rocco's, place to be.
Like, you think Masha's crazy now, you don't even know Masha freshman year. We've learned a lot.
And if you feel like you're not finding your best buddies for life right away, don't worry, because you're not alone in that.
At the beginning of my college experience, I was super lost and I really just didn't feel like I had made a great friend group like the one that I had in high school. And I think that's how a lot of people feel. So if you're feeling that way in this upcoming year, that's totally okay.
But seriously, don't worry, friends will come with time. I didn't meet the majority of my best friends until summer going into sophomore year when I took CSESH classes. So, you know, patience is a virtue, my guys.
CSESH made us most of our friends, so I would say even if you live alone during CSESH, do it. It was really fun.
Get out there, sweetie, you got it. I'm not gonna lie to you though, it can be really tough, so here's some really important advice.
Try your best to reach out to family and friends from home. College can be stressful at times, so it's important to go back to your roots.
On to academics, we're getting studious. UCLA is hard.
UCLA's tough.
Oh my god, this is so hard.
It can be a little challenging, to put it lightly.
Don't worry, everyone's feeling that way.
Welcome to the Bruin family. Now you get to bitch and moan alongside the rest of us and hate midterms and hate finals and, you know, all that good stuff.
People at UCLA are obviously very competitive.
Everyone's very motivated. Everyone wants to do well in school.
We all take academics very seriously.
That's why we're all at UCLA.
It might be a rocky start. I know for me, it was a rocky start.
Definitely an adjustment. My fall quarter freshman GPA was the worst quarter GPA I've had so far, and I was definitely shocked, and I said, wow, I gotta figure shit out.
Take it easy on yourself, you know, you're gonna get a bad grade. I get bad grades all the time.
Don't be afraid to fail a few tests, because that happens every quarter, even to the smart people.
It is definitely a learning curve.
It's important to remember that you are a human being and the people in your class are human beings and your professors are humans. Don't be an asshole.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
As tough as it is, you know, you get by with the help of others.
Biggest piece of advice: to not stress too much about your homework / exams.
Don't overwork yourself.
Still care, but it's okay if you don't do as great as you were doing in high school.
Go with the flow, because the quarter system can be super chaotic at times.
Every 10 weeks, you change
good call.
your classes and the people who surround you.
The quarter system goes by super fast.
The quarter system is definitely something.
Learning about the syllabus week 1, and the next thing you know, you have a midterm.
You'll feel like you get adjusted to, but at the same time you don't.
It's an opportunity to foster new relationships, new projects, and discover new academic paths.
Kind of taking the highs and lows as they come, and like I feel like the more control you try to have over the chaos, like the more frustrated you can be.
I came from a really small high school, and I remember the first day I walked into lecture and I was like, holy fuck, like this is like a concert, like there's so many bodies. But before you get into those lectures, you gotta sign up for them, huh? So I'm gonna show you how you sign up for classes. So you sign up for classes on my UCLA, and we use this app called Duo Mobile, meaning you have to have your phone with you in order to get into your account, to verify it and all that jazz. So once you verify your account and you get in, you go to class planners, and this is where the scheduling magic happens, baby. This is my schedule for spring. It's a little wonky and I have some overlap just because online school, pre-recorded lectures, that whole thing. And this is probably just me, but for 2 years straight, I would find my classes like this, and this is the dumbest way possible. You should click find a class and enroll, and then that way you can see all the classes and pick which days you'd want it. You know, it's a lot smoother.
Take cool classes, like take the classes that you wouldn't necessarily take, because you'll find out some pretty cool stuff, like the history of rock and roll. There's a class on J. Cole this quarter.
Also, make sure to check your professor's ratings on Bruin Walk before enrolling in any class. You can also see grade distribution on this, and it's pretty clutch. Also, make sure to download the app Course Goal. It tracks and notifies you if someone drops a course that you're interested in enrolling in. A lot of the times going to a big school, classes will fill up before your enrollment period even starts, and it doesn't matter if you need the class for your major, you just have to wait it out until someone drops, so get the app.
If you haven't decided on a major, don't freaking worry.
If you don't know what you want to do after college, don't worry. None of us really do.
There's no pressure to figure it out right away.
Experiment and see if what you think about who you are and what your interests are translates to the real world.
If you really just have no idea what you want to study, just take GEs. You're gonna have to get those done regardless, so you can do that while you kind of figure out what you like.
Keep an open mind and be open to the possibility that your interests might change.
If you're ever unsure on what classes you need to take, you can run your audit, and this is super helpful because it gives you an overview on the progress, and you can actually run any UCLA program. So if you're thinking about changing your major, you can see if you have overlap from whatever classes you've already taken.
Sometimes just take a step back and remind yourself about what's actually important, because it's not always school. And it's really easy to get in that mindset, especially around a lot of people who are in that mindset.
Next, on to housing. Your first taste of freedom. You're living on your own. So I think it's a requirement for all freshmen to live on campus.
And I'm sure you guys have noticed, but the housing application is horrible. They don't give you any insight on what any of these options are. So I'm gonna take it upon myself, and welcome to my crash course on housing. So there's 4 different types of housing. Classics and deluxes are both residential halls, and then there's plazas and suites. So down the line, they get more expensive, less social, but they do get bigger and less grimy. So all right, let's get into the classics, baby. We got Dykstra, Hedrick, Reber, and Sproul, and I lived in one of these bad boys.
One thing all freshmen need to know is living in Hedrick Hall.
Hedrick Hall.
Hedrick Hall.
Hedrick Hall.
Hedrick Hall
is the move. Shitty dorms.
Rooms are super small.
Really small.
Basically a closet on the top of a very steep hill.
There's not a lot of storage.
A little bit suffocating because there's no AC.
Pretty much like living in a shoebox.
It's a shoebox
with people that you don't really know.
There's not a lot of privacy. Just not a lot of privacy.
Yeah. Communal bathrooms can get a little grimy.
But it's the most fun.
Whether or not you consider yourself a very social person, living in a bigger residential area can lead to more social opportunities and meeting a lot of people that have interest outside of your own.
There's 100 people per floor, if not more.
I lived in Reber Hall. It's a triple classic. Everyone should do it. Live in a hall.
Okay, let's talk about deluxes now. You got Deneb, Holly, and Gardenia, and Sproul Cove and Landing. I don't have a video from anyone talking about these. Sorry, not sorry. But they're pretty much the same as classics, except they're a bit bigger. They got nicer bathrooms.
And there's air conditioning. So in the crisp Los Angeles heat where you're just like, fuck, it's so hot. It's nice to have the air conditioning. I really needed it sometimes.
Next, we got plazas. I'm not gonna read that. I'm assuming you are literate. But these suckers got some mixed reviews.
I lived in Delta Terrace.
Delta Terrace.
It's pretty nice. We had our own bathroom in an adjoining suite.
One piece of advice would be not to live in a plaza with a private bathroom, especially in Deneb. If you want a social life.
It was quiet, which is nice, but it was also quiet in the sense that it wasn't as social.
It wasn't the most social of dorms, which kind of sucked.
All I got was a bunch of student athletes that did not want to talk to me while my friends were partying it up in their classic residence halls. So just don't do it to yourself.
I lived in Hedrick Summit, all the way at the top of the hill my freshman year.
Plenty of stairs, get those leg muscles up.
I hated the walk, but definitely get your TAFs into good shape.
Our floor in Evergreen last year wasn't that outgoing, even though other floors were. It's kind of one of those things you like don't have that much control over. Like if there's nice outgoing people on your floor, cool. If there's not, it's not the end of the world.
Live in literally any other room, just not a plaza with a single bathroom.
Last, and definitely should be least on your list, suites, Hitchin Saxon, not the move for freshmen.
And I actually know someone that as a freshman applied to be in these and was stuck in a room of upperclassmen, which...
Roommates, you know? Always want to go with those random roommates, but you never really know if they're going to be cool or not.
I did the classic random roommate selection, and honestly I have to say that was kind of my favorite part about UCLA.
Random roommates, I really enjoyed doing that.
My best suggestion is don't do random. I would find the roommates beforehand, get to know them a little better.
It definitely is like a big plus having roommates that you're actually friends with. and not just living with people that you're like forced to. So definitely like check out the Facebook.
I met my roommate at Bruin Day, and I met the other one on Facebook.
So we met on Facebook.
2 roommates that I found on Facebook.
Find people that you seem like you'd get along with.
One of them I found through the Facebook group, and she reached out to me and we decided to be roommates, and then we just decided to go random for our other one.
They actually found me as a roommate, but the way I kind of chose them was kind of like texting them, seeing what the vibe is.
Kind of like your online dating when you're finding freshman year roommates, because everyone does it and it makes it way easier to find roommates that are good.
I'm from New Jersey, if you couldn't tell already. My roommate is also from Jersey. We met through a mutual friend my senior year.
They're kind of cool. If they're not, then fuck them, you know? Just fuck them. Because I've heard some horror stories of pretty crazy random roommates that just sucked.
Some people have unfortunate roommate situations, but yeah, we got really lucky.
I'm still rooming with one of my roommates now, so random can go well.
Had great roommates, really liked them. Actually lived with one as juniors.
Also, I mean, there are the roommates that you find and they can be crazy.
Everyone looks pretty on paper, but then when you actually get to know them, they're not always the same person. You know what I'm saying? So kind of just be wary.
Living with 2 other people in a close proximity, you gotta communicate with one another. That's the most important part.
If you have a conflict, I mean, honestly, just talk it out. You guys are fucking adults. Get over it.
My one roommate consistently got ronde and would just leave it half eaten on his desk. The room would smell like shit. So I would just have to tell him, listen, you can eat ronde in here, you just gotta throw it out.
People are always worried about the whole living situation, but I would say not to stress about it too much, because like it really is just luck of the draw.
Last but not least, dining. Holy shit, UCLA dining is the best in the world. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, for realsies, Business Insider gave us #1, baby. And hey, if you can't get A+s on the transcript, at least you can get an A+ in your tummy.
Let me just talk about the meal plans before I get into the grubbing.
So for UCLA's meal plans, you can decide between 3 weekly meal sizes, 11, 14, and 19. And then you can decide whether you want to get regular or premium. For premium, your weekly meals will carry over to the next week, whereas for regular, they don't. And for premium, you can eat multiple times in a meal period, and regular, you can't.
Get 19p because even if you don't use all of them, there'll probably be some like cute seniors that want your swipes, and that's a great tactic to meeting people.
And once you pay for your meal plan, all your swipes will get loaded onto your Bruin card, and you'll also use this card to get into your dorm building. You'll need it for tests and getting into the gym.
Oh my god, I miss dining halls.
It is so good, and you might get big. Like I did.
If you don't want to gain the freshman 15, go to B-Plate.
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 B-Plate, 1000%.
Do attend one dining hall, B-Plate, so loyally that your said amazing freshman year roommates make you a custom shirt for your birthday, and the fact that you will strip for B-Plate.
Super healthy.
Healthy as shit.
So many options. Cool people, good music. The vegan brownies, and not because I'm vegetarian, but just because they hit different.
For B-Plate, you have to go sober.
Pretty crowded. Went for lunch most of the time because it was a lot less crowded than dinner.
For Deneb, you have to go drunk.
If you're hungover, go to Deneb.
For Covell, you have to go high.
Found myself eating at Covell a lot for lunch, which is sort of my little on-the-hill life hack. The variety is not necessarily as great as it is with some of the other dining halls.
If you want dessert, go to Covell.
But I found that, especially in the afternoon, there's almost no line.
Best meals to get in takeout dining halls. Barbecue chicken quesadilla from Ronde.
Rendezvous. That place, get yourself a fucking burrito. Oh man.
Sandwich from the study.
The study. I basically lived off of study sandwiches.
I've heard the sandwiches are really good. I have celiac, so I don't fucking know.
Study pizza.
The study really can't go wrong.
Study salads suck.
I like the salads, personally.
Cuban sandwich from BCAF.
BCAF, get a chicken Caesar sandy or a Chipotle turkey sandy, and they would just get the job done every time.
Any kind of pizza from Cafe 1919.
And for feast, it's just a wild card.
Get excited. UCLA is so much fun.
Good luck and welcome to UCLA.
Best school in the country.
I love this school with all my heart.
Congratulations on getting in.
Yeah, good luck, you guys.
Make the most out of it.
Stay real.
Stay real.
Thank you so much to all my friends that contributed and offered you guys some words of wisdom. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and maybe found this helpful. If you have any more questions that maybe I didn't cover or other topics you'd want me to make a video on, just comment down below. And like and subscribe.
If you don't like and subscribe to this video, there's no chance you're getting in anyway, so just give up.
Toodles!